46. Angle 1 and angle 2 are a linear pair. A linear pair sums to 180. That's something that we know. They're supplementary. They form that 180-degree angle. So if the measure of angle 1 is x minus 15 and the measure of angle 2 is x plus 77, we should be able to, and we will need to, add them together. X minus 15 added to x plus 77. They're a linear pair, therefore they sum to 180, and so we set them equal to 180 to solve this out. So we get 2x plus 62 equals 180 minus 62 minus 62. 2x equals 118. 2x divided by 2 equals 118 divided by 2. And I'll have to put it over here. X equals 59 degrees. That's what x equals. What they want to know then is what's the measure of each angle. So we need to say, okay, if the measure of angle 1 is x plus 15, measure of angle 1 equals minus 15, then we substitute that value in, and we get measure of angle 1 equals 44 degrees. Likewise, we say, okay, let's do it again for the measure of angle 2. Measure of angle 2 equals x plus 77, and by substituting that in, we say 59 plus 77, and when we add those together, we get, let's see, 120, 136. Okay, and these are then our answers. Measure of angle 1 equals 44. Measure of angle 2 equals 136. 44 and 136 is B. Okay. 47. Angle A and angle B are a linear pair. If the measure of angle A plus 4 times the measure of angle equals 4 times the measure of angle B, then find the measure of angle A and the measure of angle B. So we can say, okay, if we said the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B equals 180, and we know that we can replace the measure of angle A with 4 times the measure of angle B. Those are equivalent amounts because we were told that they're equal, plus the measure of angle B equals 180. Then we find that 4 times the measure of angle B plus the measure of angle B, that's now having that measure 5 times. 5 times the measure of angle B equals 180, means that we can then say that amount divided by 5 equals that amount divided by 5. And then you get the measure of angle B is equal to 36 degrees. Okay, what did I do there? I found 2 equivalent amounts. They told us right here that measure of angle A is equal to 4 times the measure of angle B. So I took where I found the measure of angle A and I replaced it with 4 times the measure of angle B because those are equivalent amounts. So I substituted it in. So now we had just the measure of angle B as some variable, right? This then becomes the variable, and we have 4 of them here and just 1 of them here. If you don't see a number, that's just 1 of them. That's where we got that 5 from. Okay, so now we know the measure of angle B is 36, and we can do a couple of things. We could say, okay, we know that we can multiply that by 4, since angle A is 4 times that amount. And then the measure of angle A is 144. So we get, it says find the measure of angle A and find the measure of angle B. Notice that they have, the order matters in this, okay? Here they have the same 2 numbers, but they're switched. So they're going to want us, when it says find measure of angle A, that's and B, they want us to give A first. And what does A measure? well, remember, A is 4 times the other one, so it's 4 times bigger. The A is the bigger one coming first, 144, then 36. So that is answer A. Okay, we're done.